Hey, what's going on there everyone? Rockstar Paul 69 coming back with another career mode video. This time it's episode number 6 in season number 1 for the Spanish Grand Prix here at the Circuit de Barcelona-Cataluyna. If you did miss out on Baku, go check it out. You'll find yourself you missed a very good race. Very good for us because, spoiler, we got a podium. Shh. But you can see we got our developments in, and the weather is looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. That is what we like to see. There's our contract, our new contract, I should say, which is good because now we can get loads more resource points, which we can put towards R&D. But I think we did ourselves a pretty darn good deal there. I wouldn't like to say so. So let's go and view the performance update. In fact, let's go and look at the progress first, and you can see there that everyone's made a few gains. We've jumped up there, so we're behind the Renaults and the Haas. We've taken the McLaren T, so that's alright. But everyone, apart from McLaren at the moment, looks like they've made significant updates. So we shall see what that brings. And while we see what that brings, let's have a look at the championship. Lewis Hamilton leads the way from Valtteri Bottas, followed by Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen. We're in 6th thanks to our podium in Baku. Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, Nico Hulkenberg and Danny Rick, the Honey Badger, are your top 10. And in the constructors, Mercedes and Ferrari clearly lead the way over the Red Bull team. We're in 4th. Renault, Haas and McLaren, with the rest yet to score. I think there's a few that have yet to score in the championship. Well, obviously there are. Let's have a look here who we got. We've got Norris, Albon, Raikkonen, Russell, Kvyat, Kubica and Giovinazzi. So we're going to go get practiced around this circuit. Should be pretty simple. Then we're going to get qualified, and hopefully we shall see you guys for the Spanish Grand Prix.
What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. The Circuit de Barcelona-Cataluyna then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about Paul. That was a great podium in the last race, so can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, Poole, Weber, Butler, Gasly and Sergio Perez, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Romain Grosjean and Norris, Albon, Raikkonen, Daniel Kvyat and Robert Kubica. Russell and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, you've qualified higher than we expected, so let's try to build on this position throughout the race.
So it's P6 for us. That was a pretty darn good qualifying, if I do say so myself. We were on the pace and we were on point. So, as you can see, the strategy is not looking very favourable to us. Could be the one stop, but look at the tyre degradation. We are literally going to be screaming for tyres when we come in for our stop. But all in all, I've got plans there. I think we're going to have a good fight with some of these cars in front of us. Hopefully the Ferrari and the Mercedes. So let's hop on in. Let's get this done, folks. Alrighty then, folks, so here we go for the running of the Spanish Grand Prix from 6 on the grid. Like 5 lights are out and it's lights out and away we go. And yeah, we got an absolutely atrocious start there. We always seem to botch the start up. We got a McLaren going past us. We're side by side with the man Gasly. Oh, I tell you what, that's a good move. He can make it stick. Oh, who's that Ferrari? I think that's Leclerc. And we're defended like hell against Bottas. We got Bottas off the start with the absolute dive bomb. It's Lewis Hamilton leading out from Max Verstappen. The two Ferraris are side by side already. And we're side by side with Bottas as well. Good night. There's side by side all over the place here. Gasly side by side with that McLaren. I think it's Lando Norris. We're going to dive it down the inside as Bottas. Keep 5th place. I'll tell you what, 4th is a distinct possibility here. Maybe even the podium again. That would be a result here. As we go back through the field, it was Lucas Weber that was being attacked there as Bottas gives us some more business into the hairpin. And you got Gasly and Weber trying to establish something, and they're still at it side by side. I think Weber's gone. Yeah, there you go. Weber will get him around the outside and into the little complex here. So look at this start for us. P5 already off P7. Sorry, P6. And I reckon that's not going to be the only place that we make up here as we fly down the long straight here to start lap number 2. Valtteri Bottas is somewhere behind me. I don't know where exactly behind me, but he's somewhere. He can park it there as well. It's Leclerc in front of us with Sebastian Vettel in 3rd. Max Verstappen 2nd. Lewis Hamilton leads the way as we go through turn 3. Flat out through turn 3. It will be when the track gets rubbered down. But it looks like Leclerc is starting to get away from us a little bit. That's not to be it's unexpected, because those Ferraris, those prancing horses are pretty nifty, as they say, as we go through turn number 7. That's 8. Now blind turn 9. And we've got Valtteri all over our rear. We run very wide. Valtteri's got to run. Oh, a bit of contact! A bit of contact between the two. He wants to be careful. That's my seat when I get fed up with this Force India. Which probably won't be for a few seasons yet. Because this Force India needs a bit of work doing. Besides, I like driving being a Pink Panther. Do-do-do-do. Do I really like being a Pink Panther? Not really. As we give the curves a good old clouting. Towards the end of the circuit, here comes Valtteri again, I imagine, down the main straight. He won't have the DRS yet, even though DRS is now activated. So he's got to do this the old-fashioned way, and the old-fashioned way is, yeah, earn it. But with me, you're around the outside, or you're not at all, as we hang him on the outside as well. That is how you do that move as we go through turn 3. Literally all over the shop. The two Ferraris are getting away. We might think here about performing a little bit of an undercut. Try and get hold of one of these. Ferraris. Don't know if we can't get one, we'll get the other. We should do anyway. I don't think we'll be catching Verstappen or Hamilton today. Not that catching Verstappen or Hamilton wouldn't be a bad thing. As we go back to Valtteri, he's got another decent run through turn 9. He's going to go round the outside. Oh, is he? Oh, you're a brave man if you try that. You thought about it. But you can park it there, Mr. Bottas. Park it and save it. Because if not, I'll save it for you. And it won't be pleasant as we go into the chicane. I hate this chicane. Ever since it came in, I hate it. Oh, we put the chicane in to promote better racing. You put the chicane in to be a twat. Everyone loved the last 2 corners as Bottas sizing up another route. This time he's got DRS, so is Weber. And so is the man Gasly. Side by side into turn 1. Shades of Senna and Mansell, and it looks like he's going to lose out. Oh, he nearly lost out to Weber then. Bottas is being taught a few tricks here as Lando Norris goes down the inside of Alexander Albon in the Toro Rosso for P14. That should be... that's a textbook DRS pass. Well done, Norris. GP2 on GP2 there. I think that's Raikkonen hanging out behind Alexander Albon. as we clear our nose out. But speaking of hanging out, we got Bottas still hanging out on our rear end. Now we're going to do a little bit of a sneaky one here. We should have come in on the next lap, but we're going to come in this lap. We're going to try and perform a massive undercut here because actually it's a scheduled stop. I do apologise. So we're coming in this lap, lap 4. We're going to try and perform a massive undercut on these medium tyres as we come through the chicane. Bottas is going to be released, and here we go. So let's see what you got. Big stop, lads. Big stop. The Pink Panthers coming my way. I think I chose this one because no one's doing a YouTube career with Force India. Racing Point, sorry. So it's interesting to see how it goes as we... oh, that is smooth as you like. Well done, lads. Smooth as you like. Even I'm impressed with that stop. We're last, which is fair enough. But hey, last is somewhere. As we go back to Alexander Albon, he's now defended from Kimi Raikkonen. I knew it was the Iceman, and the Iceman's going to absolutely annihilate him down into that first corner. Alfa Romeo passes the Toro Rosso Honda, moved Raikkonen to P14. Now further around the lap, it looks like Weber's under attack from the man Gasly for P6 now, thanks to me pitting. But it looks like Weber's going to park it. If he does, fair play. Oh no, the man Gasly's got him! Look at that traction run. Oh no, he hasn't got him yet. Weber's giving it as good as he got. He's going to have to hang it now. There you go. No, he still wants to debate this. But he's going to have to debate it just a little bit longer. As we go back to... No, actually, it's Nico Hülkenberg. I think that's going to have a go at his German compatriot. Down into the first corner. The Renault passing that Toro Rosso with ease as the other Renault, Danny Rick, passes Sergio. Sergio, pull your finger out. Oh, look at Hülkenberg. He's past the man Gasly. Where did Hülkenberg pull that one from? I knew he was past Weber, but my God, he's trying to pass the man Gasly. Not that Gasly's the man at the moment, because he's a bit shocking. Let's see Sergio and Danny Rick. Oh, it's actually Sergio passing Danny Rick. I do apologise to my Mexican teammate. I must absolutely smack myself in the face a few times. That's going to be P9. Does he get the move done? Oh, easy. Go on. Pass him. Pass him! You stupid Mexican jumping me. Get... Move it. Thank you. Get him up a place there. Thank you very much. Now, we're just chilling back here. Devon Butler's made a pit stop, so he's come out behind us in the Haas. Good, at least we're schooling Butler. That's one thing we can definitely show off. Now, do we get the undercut on Bottas, or is he going to get the overcut on us, like he did at Azerbaijan? The overcut worked for you there, Bottas. Will the undercut work for me here? This is a big stop. Oh, but he's being held. Oh, look at that train. Oh, that's cost him a couple of seconds. I think you're gonna see us fly. There we go. I think, was that us there? If it was, that's no, there we are. We've just gone flying through now. Just confirmed that is the number 69. Yes, it is. So we've got the undercut on Bottas. That's good. Yeah, tell you what, look at the gap we got on Bottas. Leclerc? I know Leclerc and Vettel were fighting each other madly. If this undercut on Leclerc might happen here. All depends on when Leclerc comes out. He may not come out. We don't know. He may come out in front of us, just. But we are absolutely annihilating this circuit on these medium tyres. Sorry, I keep getting them confused with F1 2019 when we had soft as the yellow stripe, but it's not. The red stripes are soft now. The yellow's the medium, and we have the hard tyre here as the white to make it much simpler. But we are catching the back of Tony Giovinazzi for P11. Sergio's in the pits.
Sergio is in the pits.
So he's we're going to get our position back off him as we come through the chicane. Thank you very much. Clunk clunk every time. Let's see who's in the pits here. Do we see a bright red dot in the pits? I think we do, you know. I think we did. I think we've passed Leclerc. Well, I have to get confirmation of that as the man Gasly. Is that the man Gasly? That is the man Gasly. He's passing Devon Butler for P8. No, there's no Ferrari back there. So, move the man Gasly up into P8. As we start chilling out, we've got Giovinazzi in front of us. So there's a car out of place here. I think it's the other Alfa Romeo, Kimi Raikkonen. If that's the case, Vettel must have pitted. He's come out in front of us. So's Verstappen, and so's Hamilton. So where's Leclerc? Actually, you know what? I think that's Leclerc that's just crossed the start-finish line now. So, ooh, I tell you what, Leclerc's doing a different strategy from the rest of us here. It's going to be very interesting to see what his strategy is, what he comes out on, as we catch up to the back of Tony Giovinazzi, and he's going straight for the pit lane. He's given us DRS as well. Thank you very much for that, Tony. So that's up to P5. So Vettel's P4, Verstappen's P3, Hamilton's P2. So Leclerc must be in front of us. He must be in front of us.
If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest
We've
more
got,
energy.
he's telling us about our ERS. That's such a pain in the arse to manage without all the upgrades. Hopefully when we get the upgrades it will make it a little bit better. But yeah, I think Leclerc's not pitted yet, and if that's the case, we are sitting right in the catbird seat here for P4. And then wouldn't that be an interesting dichotomy? That would certainly be a very interesting dichotomy as we come through that fan. When we get this car fully upgraded, that'll be a flat-out corner, guarantee you. Well, once we get that and our proper setup on as well, because our setup guru hasn't exactly got his setups sorted yet. As we come through to turn 13, now into turn 14 and 15, and then turn 16, the flat out right-hander. Let's have a look in the pit lane, see if Leclerc's there. No, Leclerc's really extending this. That's interesting. Didn't think you would. Now who's this here? That's is that Butler being passed by Ricciardo? No, it's Butler being passed by Hulkenberg. That's a P8. Thank you very much, says the German. Nope, the Brit comes back. Fair enough. Round the outside we'll go Hulkenberg though. That should be job done. Nope, it'll still won't be job done because Butler wants to carry the move on. That's fine. I like this side-by-side racing. I want to keep an eye out because Lando Norris is coming up quickly behind them. Don't want to get too cozy here, guys. You want to sort it out and sort it out pretty quickly. I think they have now. Devon Butler into P8 as we go back through the field. This is Alexander Albon again. And he's now doing a pass this time on Robert Kubica for P17. Yep, he fell all the way back that way. And George Russell also back there as well. So that should be an interesting fight as we come through the chicane on lap number 10. We're going to start lap number 11 any second. And we're looking to our right. And still no sign of Charles Leclerc, as we got Bottas all over our rear end. Side by side down to the first corner. This is incredible. Sparks flying. And yep, that's easy as you like. As long as I've got the inside line there, Bottas, you're never coming through. As we go to Butler and Hulkenberg again. Hulkenberg going to do this from a fair distance back. He might be 3 wide in a second. Whoa, look at Hulkenberg with the nifty moves around. Tell you what, give him the position just for them nifty moves. Ah, you suck, Butler. I despise you and I despise your face. That's what I think of you. As we come through turn number 7 and 8 and through to turn 9. Now, where's Hulk? Where's Bottas? He's back there somewhere. He's still in close proximity. I'm still wondering where Leclerc is. Oh, Leclerc's come out in front of us. So he has made his stop, he's come out in front of us. Okay, fair enough. So looks like we're going to be probably fighting Bottas all race as we go to the race leader. Lewis Hamilton is about to be passed by Verstappen. Look at the fans on their feet. They are, yeah, God, you dear, fucking care. That's what I think of that. Verstappen for the race lead. Around Lewis Hamilton. If he does, he get Honda's first victory in 2019. He's got him! Round the outside of turn 3. What a move, young Maxwell. Oh, I appreciate that. Speaking of appreciating, are we about to have Bottas for company? Down into the first corner again. We're still side by side. Valtteri, you try that all the time and it doesn't work. You might want to come up with a different game plan because Gasly's, the man Gasly's coming, and he's coming pretty hard as Devon Butler and Nico Hulkenberg resume pleasantries. I say pleasantries, there's nothing pleasant about Devon Butler. Well, not that I know of anyway. Whoa, big lock up from one of them. Don't know who that was, but Hulkenberg might get him this time. No, Devon Butler keeps P8. Fair enough, set that man. As we go down to the fight for P12 between Lando Norris and Roman Grosjean in the McLaren and the Haas respectively, and Sergio's right behind them. Come on, Sergio, pull your finger out, man. Do what Lando just did. Lando did that pass pretty convincingly as we run very wide out of turn 9. That's going to give Bottas a quick sweep. Bang! Oh, bang wheels! Oh, that's a bit naughty, Valtteri. You're going to pay for that. And there's how you pay for it. You lose your place to the man Gasly. Pierre Gasly, the old fox in the box. Fair play on that move as we go back to the fight for the lead. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, and this should be pretty simple. That should be done even before the first corner's in sight. Yes, it is. Move Lewis Hamilton back into the race lead, and look at Sebastian Vettel lurking as well. He's lurking. He's just lurking in the background as we go defensive. Expecting the move from Bottas. Maybe it will happen as Nico Hulkenberg and Devon Butler continue this rather nice little fight. Try the inside, Nico. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, you want to try the inside, Nico, because the inside will really work for you. Because the outside is not working for him. Although he's got a wheel there. He's got a wheel. He's got momentum around the outside of turn 3. Go on, Nico. Get that poncy British nonce. He's not got him. Oh, they're still side by side. That's Lucas Weber then behind. No, that is Lando. No, that is Weber. Because Norris is a bit further back. And they want to be careful because Danny Rick's coming. You might just see him in the background. There he is. And Devon Butler continues to hold on to P8. I don't know how, as this should be an easy pass for Sergio on Roman Grosjean. Down into the first corner. He may get Lando if he's lucky. He's not that lucky. In fact, I think Grosjean's going to retain P13. No, he's not. So, more wheel banging. More wheel banging at the Spanish Grand Prix. That's the kind of action that we like seeing. And Sergio's going to keep this planted there. We might get the momentum around the outside of turn 4, 5. That's 5. Because this is turn 6. It's a pathetic corner, really. They're still side by side. Give them credit. I think he's got him this time. He's not got him. They're continuing this on around the rest of the lap here. Lucas Weber in front of them, laughing. He's sticking. No, that's Lando in front of them. He's sticking 2 fingers up at the pair of them, saying bye bye. This is incredible. Still side by side for practically a whole lap. That is fair play to the pair of them. And I think finally, Perez is going to win out. No, he's... No, he is. There you go. Perez wins out, finally. Now let's go back to that fight with Devon and Nico. Because I think Nico is pulling his finger out here now. He's had about enough now. There's Lucas Weber behind him. And yeah, go on, Nico. That's it. That's it. Oh, I think there was contact there, and Devon Butler somehow keeps hold of P8. Don't ask me how. We're back live now. But that guy is a bit of a dirty driver. I don't like him. I really don't like Devon Butler. And I don't think many other people do, as we go really hard inside. And somehow we're still ahead of Pierre Gasly and Valtteri Bottas as we go back to Perez and Grosjean. This is for P13. And Grosjean's going to try the inside. No, fake to the outside. That move doesn't work. Because we see when we get to about here that the racing point should get the grunt, and he has. Fair enough. Now, the two Williams drivers, George Russell and Robert Kubica. They look like they're about ready to have a nice little scrap with each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see one pass the other here, and we do. That was pretty easy, although... who is that on the... you can never tell with these cars. The numbers are so... That's Kubica on the inside and Russell on the outside, closest to the green line. He's on the green line. He's on the curb now as well. That should give Kubica a bit of a momentum run. But no, they're still side by side, these two Williams. They may look like tubs of toothpaste, but they're certainly giving as good as they get. As it looks like George Russell's going to win that fight. And a bit of contact on the wing to wheel. That might come back to haunt them. As we see Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen resuming pleasantries for the lead. Sebastian Vettel is lurking in the background. That's what he does. He lurks in the background. Max will... big lock-up from Hamilton. I think that's going to give Verstappen the race lead, is it? Oh, he's going to keep it around the outside of turn 3. This is amazing racing. However you want to put this, folks. And you got the top 3 now separated by literally a sheet of paper. As Hamilton, I think, is going to take... No, he's going to have to really fight to keep hold of this. If they're not careful, Vettel's going to overtake the pair of them, and finally Hamilton sees sense and takes his lead back. As we go to... Is that Weber? Yes, that's... no, that isn't Lucas Weber. Yes, it is Lucas Weber. He's about to pass Nico Hülkenberg here, and he has passed Nico Hülkenberg as Danny Rick also goes for the move. Big lock-up from somebody. Don't know who that was, but it certainly wasn't the two Renaults. I think it was Lucas Weber. And Ricciardo's got Hülkenberg. It's a fair play. Now, what's Perez going to do with Grosjean here? What are you going to do, guys? Are you going to finally sort it out? Are we going to find out the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? I mean, Sergio, you can see what I'm doing with the car. I'm doing bits. And you're down in P13. You suck. We know when the next contract negotiations come up. Can we get a better teammate, please? Because I don't like this one.
The turbocharger is on its last legs.
Preferably go after someone young, exciting, up and coming. Hey, me and George Russell sounds like an absolute excellent partnership to have. Maybe you could do that. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I don't know what happens with the driver transfers when it comes up during contract negotiations. But you can see we're still defending like mad from the man Gasly and Valtteri Bottas. Oh dear me. There'll be a call going through to Mercedes any second as I think Hülkenberg has an issue. Because that is Lando Norris passing him for P11 with the greatest of ease. So Hülkenberg's going backwards and backwards quickly as we resume pleasantries for the lead of the race. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, Vettel's gaining as well. They could be 3 wide into the first corner. Don't do it, lads. I wouldn't have gone the outside there. I'd have gone the inside personally, Max. But, you know, your preference, your call. You're going to lose... the second place unless you get that momentum run. No, he is going to lose second place to Vettel. That's unlucky if that happens. Oh, you don't deserve that, Max. You've raced an absolute blinder with Hamilton. Don't do it, Sebastian. Oh, he's going to do it. He's cleared him as well. Move Sebastian into P2. Yeah, cheeky twat as... who's that? That's Ricardo. Chasing down Lucas Weber? Yes, it is Lucas Weber. Oh, he's gone for the inside. The traditional Ricardo honeymoon badger move. That didn't work. I don't think that worked. It may have worked. It may have worked. Go on, keep around the outside. No, it didn't work. So that's why they're going the outside, because the inside's not working. As we go to Hulkenberg and Perez, that should be an easy pass for P12. Yep, Hulkenberg is going backwards, and backwards very quickly. And he may get passed by Roman Grosjean any second. I hope that's not the case. Meanwhile, in fact, it's going to be the case here. Look at this into turn 7. Going to be pretty easy. He's going to hang it around the outside of turn 8, and that should be job done. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you later. Hulkenberg's was in the points. He's now down to P14. Unbelievable scenes here, folks. As we go on board, we're coming round the chicane for the penultimate time. Want to go at the line, presented by... nope, that's the wrong video game, Ian. That is the wrong video game. It's not One to Go, presented by Credit One Bank. Oh, dear me. Someone should put a call through to Mercedes. Hey, Toto, I'm schooling your number 2 driver. Do you want to sign me up now, or do you want to wait till later? Me and Hamilton, dream team partnership. Don't ever get rid of Hamilton and send him to another team, will you? Because if you send him to another team, I will not be happy. Can you imagine that partnership in the Mercedes? Absolutely clapped out Mercedes, me and Hamilton. That would just be incredible. Although knowing this lot, they'll give me another teammate. Can you imagine if it was me and the man Gasly in Mercedes? That's incredible. Dear me. So, looks like we're holding on to P5 just... I think we've dropped the man Gasly. But out of the last corner, Lewis Hamilton. He's had a fight for it, folks. But he wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Ahead of Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen. Unlucky for young Max there. We'll be there in a minute, because we're going to bring home another fantastic result. It's going to be a P5 if the man Gasly doesn't do something out this last corner, although knowing him he might. But we are just going to absolute cruise it through. There we go. P5! What a result!
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
I'm happy with that one, folks. Happy with that one.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So let's review the updated driver standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
I am very happy with P5. I knew we'd get a good result today, and that just proves it. We absolutely schooled Bottas. Someone called Toto Wolff up straight away for me. Lewis Hamilton wins from Sebastian Vettel. The top three separated by just over a second. Leclerc in fourth. We finished P5. And I think that's 10 points well deserved and in the bag. The man Gasly finishing P6. Ahead of Valtteri Bottas, Devon Butler, Lucas Weber, and Danny Ricciardo brings home a point for Renault. Oh, excuse me. Hulkenberg finished 14th despite his problems. And no retirements. Giovinazzi back in the field. Scrub. Oh dear. Well, that was exciting. I'm sure you'll agree. And I think Claire is going to have some questions about that one. Because even I've got questions about what happened then. And in fact, we didn't see Claire after that. She obviously didn't have any stupid questions for us. Oh well, that's her loss and not mine. But you can see we're leading the rivalry against Sergio. We're leading the rivalry against Lucas. All in a good day's job. Smile if you mean it. So 407 resource points, 1,148 to play with. That's a big old Monaco upgrade right there.
Excellent.
Well, that's what I think anyway.
Finishes like that will look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one.
Yes, thank you for that, darling.
Looks like Lucas also
Ooh,
has
hello.
historical
We're going to do a
events in his
checkpoint
calendar.
challenge against
If you
Lucas
decide to take him
Weber.
on, it might help you get some coverage and get people talking about you a bit more.
It's interesting. Or we can go to France. I think we'll go and do Lucas Weber's checkpoint challenge when we get there. Oh, hello. Emma says something's worth a read. So, pretty close finish with me and the old TF2 rivals. Presumably that means Butler. And breaking all expectations. Good communication. Well, if you say so. You did join a good team, I must admit. McLaren are a good team. So, 1,148 resource points. Monaco needs downforce. 2 downforce upgrades, please. Oh, I do this like Chinese man. Oh, that was racist. Don't do that. What am I doing? So they're going to come in for Monaco. Very nice, thank you. Don't fail. I will cry if you fail. Now what we're going to do, because we did take a fresh engine for Spain, and we had to. So we're going to use the old engine as the practice engine. And perhaps quali as well. But turbochargers, alright, could be better. MGUH is a bit knackered. But anyway, we're going to do the checkpoint challenge with Lucas Weber. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's get to 10 likes for beating Valtteri Bottas convincingly at Spain. And until next time when we see you around the challenging circuit of Monaco, we wish you well. Take care.